You guys, before I bring your next reader to the stage, I would like to share with you our first good to know moment. It's good to know that all of the proceeds from tonight's event will immediately be invested into the making of next month's book. Good to know. All right, you guys ready for your next reader? Come on, you guys ready for your next reader? Thank you for indulging me. Your next reader is one of my favorite writers. He is a writer, a dancer, a scenester. He has played in bands, Gray Train, and Younger Lovers for the past 12 years and is currently diving into video work. He has just published his illustrated sex memoir, The Cruising Diaries. Ladies and gentlemen, please a warm, warm welcome for your next reader, Brontez Purnell.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. The theme, it's like, it said synchronicity on the flyer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and I kept thinking of like, themes of synchronicity, but then it wasn't really synchronicity, it was more like loose association. You know what I mean? It's like, that won't work. But a unifying and synchronizing theme is, I'm gonna write or tell you stories from when I was a teenage whore. I woke up alone to that weird pulsating butthole feeling, like when you're getting fucked and someone pulls their dick out of your ass and there's that weird pop. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, none of you have had anal sex ever, right? Anyway, I felt it waking up and I did a quick finger check to see if I had shit myself. When I noticed that I was clean, a chill of terror ran down my spine as I looked across the empty room. I had totally been fucked by a ghost. So stupid. This one's called Taco Truck. I was standing in line at my favorite cafe waiting for my bagel when my recollection of the night before, which had somehow escaped me all morning, came back snapping and shit, fuck, Jesus, Mary. What a doozy. Bits and pieces come together. After the beer bust at the Eagle, I went to a hotel room with a very short, dark Asian porn star. No sex, he just wanted to be friends. Weak. I stole some of his underwear and left. On the train back to Oakland, I looked at my balls falling out of my jogging shorts. If I wasn't me, would I gay bash me? I got off at my stop, and that buff meth head was asking me for change again. He was really feeling it and followed me all the way to the taco truck. He refused to let up, so after some shrewd negotiation, I paid him $2 to suck his dick behind a taco truck at the far end of the parking lot. His dick tasted like coffee. After remembering all this, I started crying, and I called my big brother and started to pull that whiny, where is my life going bullshit. Luckily, he set me straight and explained his reasoning in 3 parts. 1, don't ever trip about blowing a drug addict. There is no bigger understatement than homelessness sucks. If you were homeless, you would want drugs too. 2, not having sex with someone just because they don't have a house is discrimination. Do you really want that on your consciousness? Don't be a dick. Let it slide. 3, besides richer parents and the whole hygiene thing, what makes those promiscuous, soulless, cokehead, art school students you fuck more sexually credible than the homeless guy? I couldn't think of anything. Seeing it this way made me feel better, and that buff meth head stopped asking me for change and started flirting with me more because I guess I give good head. I was so pleased with all the positive outcomes of the scenario, I was even inspired to not drink for a week. And 2 really quick ones, and we all done. Wait, what does this mean? I ended up in LA at this party with a totally famous gay rapper. This kid kicked me out of a 3-way, and I started receiving somewhat unwanted advances from one of the rapper's friends. I guess I flirted with him a bit before, and he took it really seriously. He grabbed me, refused to let me go, and repeated in this really thick Cholo accent, "Don't be fucked up, man. Don't be fucked up." I wasn't gonna fool around with him, but then relented, partly because I don't know why, and partly because I was mildly curious. You know, like when you just feel like a teenager and you're like, I guess you can force me into this, or I mean, I'm here, right? We went to the bathroom where he wanted to fuck me, but I told him that he could come on my face, and that was it. Though I felt like I had worked hard to make this a mutually loving and erotic experience for the both of us, he still told all his friends at the party that I was a stuck-up bitch. It's whatever, I don't miss him. Okay, so the last one. Here we go. This is about when I lived in East Oakland with this witch. It really wasn't a block for homos, but in an already crowded city, I was too lazy to find another place to live. I stayed with this really hot big black dyke who was really feeling it and left her Santeria altars all over the fucking house. One morning when I was too lazy to go to the bank, in an unfortunate and youthful disregard for cultural sensitivity, I took $10 from her altar thingy, cleaned the honey and chicken feathers off of it, and spent that shit. In doing so, I must have pissed off one of those spirits or loas or whatever, something crazy, because after that, the rain came down in that neighborhood like it never had before. Getting clowned by those Korean gangsters was so embarrassing. They made fun of my outfit. Getting mugged at knife point was really cool. I tried to pretend like I didn't have my wallet, but my jeans were too tight and they saw through my lie. I knew it was over when that laughably large chunk size of asphalt came flying by the side of my head in slow motion. Like, what's that? You know, the Bionic Man, you know. Anyway. 3 years earlier, life in that part of town had been a breeze. I lived in the warehouse district as opposed to the residential. And because of my awesome fucking genetics, in my early 20s, to the unsuspecting eye, I looked to be in my late early teens. This gave me choice dibs of all the East Oakland pederasts that tried to pick me up on East 14th on my way to junior college. I recall one guy, a day laborer, Filipino and Mexican in his late 40s. I threw my bike in the back of his pickup truck and blew him by these warehouses up the road. I also recall walking my friend's dog and being stopped by this Goodwill truck driver. Big black dude. He looked like my uncle. His dick weighed 5 pounds. I was intimidated but pressed on. He wanted me to suck him off in the Goodwill truck, but I didn't know what to do with the dog. Thank you.